Good morning, guys and girls. How are you today? Today is a confession days. Haven't truly been fully honest about my 240Z. Don't worry, it's still here. No, just going to come clean on why it didn't make it to the Woodside Airstrip car show. I came up with some issues which I wasn't happy with. I was a little bit down on myself because yeah, it shouldn't have happened, but it's through my own laziness. And I kept on saying this car's got to be good, and I wasn't happy with what the results were. So well, I'm getting on top of that now, and I've decided gotta fix them. It's got to be fixed. So let's go through it. What happened to the 240Z? Look at the roof. You see, I welded a sunroof in, but I was a little bit lazy on the metal finishing, and it was a bit loose in spots. Like it still is now. I've been doing some heat shrinking, but you can see like a little bit loose in spots. As a result, it cracked the primer, it cracked the filler, and yeah, so now I'm paying the price. I am paying the price, and I'm having to redo it. Now I was just going to fix the roof and blow it down through the quarters, paint it. When I paint it, blow it down through the quarter panels and be done with it. But now I've decided there's a few other minor, tiny issues which the average person wouldn't know about, but I do. I know about them, and if this car's going to be what I want it to be, I have to fix them. Well, the bonnet's not on the car at the moment, but at the front of the bonnet, the metal flake in the paint was a little bit uneven on one spot. Wasn't happy with that. There's a tiny little pin dent on the bonnet right about here. The average person wouldn't see it because you really have to look at it to see it. My mate pointed it out to me. He's not an average person. Sorry, Derek. Yeah, the last thing is, well, one of the last things is this door gap. I was sure it was better than that before I put paint on it, but that door's as far back as it can go, and that door gap's just too big. Ignore the front gaps because these guards are not bolted on, they're just sitting on the car at the moment. That door gap. Now I've gone through it, I've measured. I've got another two customers 240Z here at the moment. I measured the length of the door because these are brand new door skins from Rare Spares. I measured the length of the door, that's fine, it's right. I measured the length of the quarter panel because the quarter panel was off, that's fine. So there's two possible things. The door skin is just a little bit forward on the door shell. It only has to be a few mil. Or it's the door aperture itself is out of shape because it did have a slight accident damage on this side, which I had to fix. Now the problem is I didn't have rubbers, door rubbers or anything when I did all the fit up. It pays to have them. I didn't have them. The other thing is there's an air gap. If the window was down I'd show you, but this doesn't touch the door rubber on the inside. So first thing I'm going to do this morning is there's a shim in the top hinge which is pushing this door out a little bit. I want to pull that hinge shim out just to see if it improves the situation. Yeah, alright. But yeah, just thought I'd fill you in on why the 240Z hasn't been finished yet, because I said it was so close, but now I've got other issues. So yeah, I'm going to end up painting the whole car again. I'm not going to take the paint off. I'm just going to prime the roof, and then I'm going to do the whole grey scour, scuff paste, all that sort of stuff, the rest. And yeah, I'm just going to blow another couple of coats over the top. But what I'm going to have to do to fix this door, I think, is I'm going to have to add some material on the back edge of it, because the door still has to go forward just a couple of mil, because this gap here is too big, and also it's not seating on the actual door rubber. Now that's going to be horrible on high-speed highway tours. Yeah, and there's other little things, like there's a little tiny divot there. I mean, that's my fault there. That's a bit of paint off, but I'm not too concerned because, you know, as I said, I'm going to repaint the whole car anyway. I want to change up some things as well. Like I've learned about Cerakote. I want to Cerakote the carbies and manifolds. I'll probably do the linkages Cerakoted. I was going to do Cerakote the carbies and manifolds bronze and do the linkages black. I'll probably Cerakote the fuel lines. I'd like to Cerakote the rocket cover, but you need an oven big enough to fit it in, so I might just see if I can paint match the rocket cover to the Cerakote. I want to get the wheels Cerakoted. Maybe when I get the wheels Cerakoted, because I'll have to get someone else to do them, I'll get them to Cerakote the rocket cover at the same time. I've got a few spare rocket covers, so yeah. I just wanted to Cerakote the outer rims bronze. Yeah, it'd be nice to Cerakote these too, like the taillight garnishes. And the bumper bars. So much more I want to do to this car to make it what I want it to be. You live and you learn, guys. You live and you learn. Anyway, I'm going to duck inside, have some lunch, and then I'm going to come outside. I'll show you the shim. I'm going to pull it out and see how it looks. I'm not going to finish this door today because it's more important to get this roof done. Really got to get this roof done. I've actually spent around 4 days so far just on getting this roof right. Thing is, when I welded it in, this back edge was already stretched from when they put the sunroof in. I should have shrunk it before I welded it in. So now there's a bit of a hump there. That's why it's loose. Yeah. All right, I'll be back out here again in about an hour, and yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, I'm going to pull the car back in the shed, so B-roll of that. Geez, that thing sounds good. I love the sound of it. Every time I start it, I just want to point it out the driveway and just go for a lap, but I know my luck. I'd break down halfway around the block and I'd be stuck with an unregistered car on the side of the road. That's not good. I was just thinking, what would be cool? What would be cool would be if I got to a stage where I could build my own projects and not have to work on customers' cars. Build these projects on YouTube, document every single little part of it, and at the end of the build, do a giveaway to my viewers. I can't do that now. I've got, I get maybe 300 or 400 views per video, and I've only got, what is it now, about 1,450, nearly 1,500 subscribers, something like that. I don't know, I haven't looked for a bit, but I'd need a lot more subscribers to be able to do stuff like that. But how cool would that be? I could get my viewers to choose the project, so they could go hunt them out for me and then send me the details, and then build it up, and then through my merchandise, which I don't have, I could do giveaways and give away the car that I build. That would be awesome if I could get to a stage where I could do that, but I'm nowhere near that. Nowhere near. Subscribe, guys. Everyone subscribe. Watch my videos. And if I do ever get enough to be able to do that, I would do it in a heartbeat. Give back to the viewers. Anyway, I was going to pull the shim out of this door hinge just to see what happens. If it doesn't look good, then I'll put it back in. But yeah, anyway, hang on, I've got to clean up a bit. Okay guys, I've got a shim in here. I mean, it's not very thick, but it all makes a difference. As you can see, I've already been doing some shaping up here on the top of the door skin, door shell, and the more I look at it, I think it's the actual door shell that's out of shape. I think this all needs to come forward, like the actual part of the shell. This is too far back and it's transferred all the way to the back of the door. But for now, I'm just going to pull this shim out, and we'll see how the door closes with the shim out. I won't film it because it's just too hard. I can't get the camera in the right spot. So give me a minute. Okay, I got that shim out, but before I do, I thought I'd give you a heads up on what I am actually doing with the 180B. So this is a fuel tank from the 180B. Now, yeah, it's been dripping a little bit out. See, it's been blocked. I haven't been able to get any fuel out of it. I can blow fuel back through that way, but it won't come out even when I pressurize the tank. I'm not sure what's inside there, but I think there must be like a gauze over where the fuel comes out, and it's just all caked up. Now I've got it full of a molasses mix at the moment, cleaning the inside of the tank out because it's really quite bad. It's been in there for 2 weeks now. I could probably drain it now, and it's probably going to be a lot better than it was, but might leave it for another week. And it is starting to drip out of the outlet now, but if it doesn't unblock completely, see, that's wet. If it doesn't unblock completely, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around the where the outlet is. I'm going to cut it out. If I have to, I'll put a new tube in there, but I will save this tank. I will save it. I'm thinking I might build an aluminium tank for it later on, and for now this will do. So I am going to put some registration on the 180B soon. Just I'm not going to drive it far, just around the immediate vicinity, just iron out some bugs before I do take it off the road for its full restoration. I'm not going to take it off the road until the 240Z's finished, because that's the priority. Wow, I think we might get some rain soon. Farmers are going to be happy. It's been a very dry season so far. The farmers are a little bit worried, but okay, I'm going to pull the 240Z back out the shed in a sec to show you where I'm at. I just want to do something first. We do have it better, the front, but I think it's still going to need some major surgery to fix it right. So obviously the back gap guard's still only bolted, it's not bolted on yet, so ignore that. I don't think that the actual door itself has to come forward. I think it's to do with this. See, that looks like it bulges out like that. What's got to happen is that's got to come together and this has got to come out, because this is going to come forward. Because I was having trouble with the window, because it's like the window hits here before it's all the way up. I got it up at the moment, but also this gap here is too wide. Don't ignore this rubber. I've got to get new rubber. Haven't got around to that yet. Also, this is sitting too high, so you've got to shave some off the top of the seam that's sitting on. So this door is still a little bit of a mess, so I'm gonna have to do some major surgery on this door to get it fitting perfectly. I'm not there yet, it's close, but as I said, I've got to do this roof first. Got to get that right. Yeah, so what I need to do really here is put a big block of wood on this side and knock it together, and hopefully it'll pop this up. Failing that, I'm going to have to cut it and add some metal in. But yeah, this has got to come that way and up this part here. Sometimes it might just be better to buy a whole new door, but I'll work with it. If I had all of the parts here to fit this up before I painted it, and not being impatient because it's my car and I just want it done. You know, I've been building it 8 years now, so it's just that last 10% is the hardest part. Yeah. Anyway, I think I've spent way too much time on this door today. I'm not going to get much done on this roof because it's nearly time to go inside anyway. I've got some paperwork to do, and yeah, anyway, it's also hitting down here a bit. It's only just grazing it, but anyway, better than it was. Not quite there yet. Looks good though. It does look good. If it was a trailer queen, you could just about get away with it, but I want to drive it. No, anyway, I was daydreaming. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it back in the shed. I'm probably gonna sign off now because the roof work, I need to concentrate real hard on that. It's you can't see it on the camera, but or maybe you can, I don't know. But at the moment, there's a bit of a hollow, well, a flat spot here. Really needs a bit of a stretch here and a shrink here. If it was more elastic, or not elastic, plastic, what's the word for it when you can mold something? Plasticized or whatever, I don't know. If it was more that, sometimes I wish I could just mold it like you do with clay. Alright, as I said, I'm going to sign off now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because the more subscribers I get, the more I can return to you guys. At the moment, I can't return much because I'm a broke boy, and yeah, you know what I mean. Bye guys, I'll catch you next week. Oh, before I go, next week, stick around, because me and the old Subi over there, we're going for a race at Collinggrove. So if you want to see that, stick around, and I'll see you then. You might want to subscribe if you want to do that. See ya. subscribe.